Southampton and Leicester are confirmed to be relegated, and with Ipswich Town losing 4-0 against Arsenal, their story in the Premier League is all but confirmed to be ending. Backed by their famous fan and owner, Ed Sheeran, Ipswich will also be pressured to sell their highly valued striker Delap, who apparently has a release clause of just £30 million. Manchester United and Chelsea are quite keen on triggering that clause as we speak. Ipswich's story was an interesting one though. Promoted from League One into the Championship only to go straight up into the Premier League the season after. But way before that, in 1962, they had won the title in England and had managed an European wonder by winning the UEFA Cup in 1981. A club like this should not rot away in the lower divisions. Let's help Ipswich onto an epic comeback. So what's the perfect way to start this rebuild? Well, I wouldn't say it's perfect. It actually is sad. We have to go ahead and put Liam Delap onto the transfer list and let him go as soon as a deal comes through. On top of it, we have to let go of players like Kajust. We have to let go of Enciso. We also will be letting go of Ben Godfrey and Calvin Phillips on top. No loaned-in players anymore. And when I look at the rest of the team, I'm probably thinking Hutchinson could also be a player that many clubs might be interested in. Philogene has obviously gone to Aston Villa from Hull City, and then from Aston Villa straight away to Ipswich. So I think he's actually going to stick around and probably have a good time in the Championship, to be honest with you. Clark is also a pretty talented player on that left-hand side. But I'm also looking at Leif Davis. This guy is actually quality. So I'm wondering if he could be another one of those players that Ipswich might have to let go alongside Greaves, who also has been pretty decent in the past. So I don't know what's going to happen with a bunch of these players, but letting Delap go already, that's painful. Actually, just found out that Kajust has a buy option, buy obligation in his deal. So we just brought him back for about 5 million. Paying off the deal. And it's official. Delap is joining AC Milan for 20 million. That feels wrong. I should have gotten 30, but I guess it's fine. We're getting 20 million for Delap. And that means in the Championship, we have 43 million to work with this time around. And look, I gotta tell you, it is the striking position that I'm looking at. We need to replace the man that has just left. In 32 games at Ghent in Belgium, this man had scored 28 goals and gotten 2 assists to his name. Everyone was talking about him. After that, Gift Orban had joined Olympique Lyon. Things didn't work out. He moved to Hoffenheim and things still haven't worked out for this Nigerian wonder kid. But at one point, nearly everyone on our social media was talking about him. So now I'm thinking this is his chance. 9.75 million. We are paying for this striker to come in and take over that striking position. 74 rated, 22 years old, 79 shooting on him with 77 pace, power shot and first touch play style. I'm telling you right now, at the time where he was playing in Belgium, he looked incredible. But then at Lyon, things didn't really work out. Then over to Hoffenheim, things are not working out. This is his last chance. Either you become a hero or it's done. I'm trying to keep this somewhat realistic. The first player is someone who has been in bad form and has moved teams multiple times. This one is someone who might just get relegated from La Liga with Deportivo Alaves. And his name is Antonio Blanco. He is a very, very talented midfielder. For 9 million, I am signing him. Why am I getting him into the team? Because mainly, Morsi, the captain, is currently, how old is he? I believe he's 32. Yeah, 32 years old. And his backup, Luongo, is about, what is he? He's 31 years old. So that just tells me we need someone to come in to play alongside Kajust later on. And that is going to be Blanco for me. Blanco is a CDM that we're bringing in now who has no pace. He has no shooting, but he does have good passing. He does have good dribbling. good defending and physicality, only standing 5'9" tall, which kind of means he's going to be that dribbler type next to a taller CDM next to him. So that's what I'm thinking. Kajus, how tall is he actually? 6'2". Perfect. All right, so Kajus can be the tall one, and Blanco can be the CDM to replace Morsi. I believe he will go past his rating throughout this season, and I'm thinking that's a great signing. And I'll try and keep this somewhat realistic as we do move on in making these transfers. In the return to the championship, Ipswich finished 5th with 79 points, putting us into the playoffs as teams like Southampton, Norwich are going up into the Premier League. And in those playoffs, Sunderland beat Luton Town on penalties, and we have beaten Leicester City 2-1 on aggregate to then face Sunderland and win 2-1. And that game was won in extra time. I simulated it, I saw it, and Ipswich are straight away back into Premier League football. And that is why I only made such a low number of signings, because I truly believe if they can keep this team together, they could be back up straight away. So let's see how the team is looking. Orban is up to a 78, Hutchinson 79, Clark 78, Philogene up to a 79. The fact that he doesn't have 5-star skill moves blows my mind. Blanco 76 alongside Kajust as well. Defensively, Davis up to an 80. We have Tonzebe taking over the right back position. Greaves is approaching the 80 as well. Muric, who was great at Burnley previously, has been injured for quite some time, but this season has gone up to a 76 for us. And even on the bench, a couple of really good players, especially Smodic, who also has played a big role for them this season. But we also have Wolfenen, who could take over from O'Shea if he doesn't step up. I kept him in the starting 11 because he has so many play styles, and he is a recent signing from Burnley, if I'm not mistaken. But now we need to see the numbers. Has Orban actually taken his game to the next level again? Yes, he has. 27-1. The Nigerian is back in scoring goals. Clark with 14-7. Hutchinson 12-15. Philogene 10-7. This is what I love to see. And I did all of this while still having 20 million in the budget and not spending more. So I'm very happy about that. Just wanted to showcase that Ipswich actually are a very good team if they can stay together. Now we're talking. We have been given 85 million approximately to play with, and that is a Premier League money, my friends. Chelsea loaned out Dorde Petrovic over to their secondary team Strasbourg in France, and he is possibly about to get them Champions League football. This man has been unbelievable for them, so I decided to sign him. 25.9 million. He had returned to Chelsea, and obviously there he probably won't be playing because Chelsea will just go ahead and buy yet another goalkeeper in the next transfer window. So we have brought in Petrovic as an 81 rated player for about 25.9 million. Nothing against Muric, don't get me wrong, but I need someone that can keep this team in the Premier League. Now, we are aware that this starting 11 basically without Blanco and without Orban, but instead Delap, got relegated. So I need to improve it this season big time. We know that this was not good enough. Even though some of these players might be decent enough now, in real life, they failed. Now we're going for a right back that likes to attack quite a bit. 4 goals and 4 assists in the past year. This is a player coming in from the Belgian league. It is Zakaria El Wahdi, and this man comes in for 16 million into our team, which, yes, is a decent chunk of money, but it isn't ridiculous amounts for a Premier League side. He comes in at the age of 23, 77 rated, 78 pace on him with 71 passing, 78 dribbling. Defensively, 70 defending, 69 physicality, 5'8" tall Moroccan. That is a right back that I can easily see a team that goes up into Premier League football goes ahead and purchases. So I'm very happy with this signing. And now I feel like I need to bring in a different centre back, someone to play alongside Greaves. I just looked into the stats. Greaves, has he had a bunch of injuries or something? Because I remember the last time Ipswich was in the championship, he played a lot and he played very well. I don't know what happened to him this season, so please let me know in the comments down below. As Burnley are about to be promoted again, there is a centre back in their team performing extremely well. So I'm just going to pretend like we have gone up And Burnley has gone down again. And I'm signing Esteve. This centre-back is now part of Ipswich. And as we know, they have signed O'Shea from Burnley. So why not this one as well? He comes in for 22 million into this team. And honestly, his performances in the Championship have apparently been insane. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of the stats. But he comes in at the age of 23, standing 6'4" tall, left-footed, perfect for that position. We have upgraded the defense really nicely. And now I'm out of money. I'm just going to see how this team plays. In Ipswich's first season back in the Prem, Nottingham Forest is going down while we have survived on 41 points. Absolutely insane to see Nottingham being ranked this lowly in terms of the game itself, to see them fighting for Europe in real life. Mental, isn't it? But hey, here we are now, looking at an 82 rated Orban, 82 rated Hutchinson, 81 on Clark and Philogene. Kajust stuck at the 79 and injured on top of it. Blanco has actually requested a transfer, which is mental. So we can deal with that if we need to. Defensively, everyone is above the 80 and our goalkeeper is up to an 83. So technically next season, I can only focus on bringing in 2 CDMs into this team and fixing that midfield forever, and hopefully taking us above the 80 rating in both those positions. This season's top scorer is Hutchinson, 14-4. Gift Orban actually has the same amount of goals. Seems like he had an injury, only played 32 games. Clark comes in with 4 and 6. Hurst has done a decent job while our striker was injured, but generally speaking, just surviving in the Prem is good enough for me for now. Now that we have established ourselves again, I think we can buy higher profile players. So now I've put Blanco into the deal, some cash on top, and signed Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Why? Because they have just gone down into the Championship in our save, and I just thought, let's go ahead and rescue one of their players. So Elliot Anderson is now our new CDM in the team. Blanco plus 17 million for this one, which I feel like is okay. He comes in at a B rating, but the actual overall is an 82. So with that, we have brought in an amazing midfielder for our team who has 80 pace, 70 shooting, 83 passing, 81 dribbling, 77 defending, and 81 physicality, along with block and technical playstyle. This guy can basically do anything, and for that, I'm very thankful. Elliot Anderson, now part of our starting 11. Now I'm looking at Kajust, and hopefully I'm able to upgrade there too. Now, my friends, we sold Chaplin, Smodic, Ogben, and Twanzebe, taking our budget back up to around 50 million, basically. And I'm still looking at Kajust and thinking, I need upgrading there. And with that money, since we are just about a team below the mid-table, I have signed someone from the Greek League. This is going to be Santiago Eze. He comes in as an Argentinian for 28 million. And he is a CDM of a rating of 81, my friends. That is quite the signing. Kajust has actually survived in the team, which is good. We need backups. Eze comes in at the age of 24, so just 1 year older than Anderson. Anderson, 5'10". Eze, 6'10". 6'10", imagine. 6 foot. He is a player with 72 pace, which is okay. Shooting is fine. Passing 72. Dribbling 76. Defending 78. And physicality 82. Paired with Jockey, Intercept, and Relentless. Relentless, for me, is an amazing playstyle for any type of defensive player. So I'm very happy to see that on him. And the fact that we now have a team, a full starting 11 with players above the 80 rating, gives me a lot of hope going into this season. If I could choose, I think like maybe 9th, 8th position would be really good to see. Well, that didn't go to plan. 12th position this season, 48 points. Barely an improvement. And for me, I'm just sat there thinking, why? I mean, we have a bunch of growth in the team. Our goalkeeper's up to an 85. Anderson is as well. Davis is as well, but Philogene is kind of stuck on that 82. Gift Orban, 84. Wasn't that the rating he had last season? So maybe might have to make some moves going into the next season that really change this team. Now, Orban comes in with 23 goal contributions. He is the standalone striker up top who has the most goal contributions in the team. Clark and also Philogene not necessarily providing too much there. Clark up to an 83. Philogene only a +1 this season. Maybe it's time to turn him into a backup player because, to be fair, he was part of Ipswich this season and they went down. So maybe we have to look at it like that and still improve this team a bit more. Hutchinson, 4 and 3 only this season. I mean, Anderson from CDM has nearly the same amount of numbers. So things have definitely gone wrong this year, and this upcoming transfer window could possibly be the most important for us. Well, here we go. 63 million. That I can work with. Philogene has been moved on for 42 million now to facilitate the signing of one of the quickest players out there. Yankuba Minte, former Feyenoord winger, current Brighton winger, is now joining into our team to play that right midfield position. And I've gotten him for about the same price that I sold Philogene for. Now, that also means that he probably isn't much higher rated. He comes in at an 83, which I am totally okay with. I just felt like we needed to change up things. 95 pace on him with 72 shooting, 84 dribbling, 4-star skill moves, quick step, rapid, and flare playstyles. That could be a very impressive signing. Only 22, despite all the seasons that we have played. He's still yet only 22 years old. And I'm not just looking at the right-hand side. I'm actually looking at the left-hand side as well. Clark, I might sell you too to bring in an even better winger on the left. So Clark has left us for 55 million to join Liverpool. Well, it's time to bring in Barış Alper Yılmaz. This is a player who has lots of talent. Someone that loves to score goals and assist them as well. For me, this was the simple decision. He comes in for 48 million. Less than what we sold Clark for, and it's an upgrade as well. So he is at a rating of 84 as we speak. He's going to take over that left midfield position, and with Davis and Yilmaz on the same side, I feel very confident. 6'1" tall, 91 pace, 78 shooting, 78 passing, 85 dribbling, but 74 defending with 86 physicality. This is someone that can do offense and defense really well, and I think after this season he has to move away from Galatasaray. He comes in with bruiser, rapid, quick step, and the relentless playstyle on top of it. This is a player I personally am excited about, and I think he's going to be great for this team. Now, after all these signings, these 2 that we have brought in and the bunch that we have sold, we still have a bunch of money left, and it is actually, to be fair, about 57 million still. I've upgraded 2 positions and I still have that much money. Finally, Ipswich up into the 4th position with 66 points, just 1 point ahead of Manchester City. So all those moves were worth it. Orban up to an 87, Hutchinson 88, Minte 86, Yilmaz 87. Our defense, everyone above 86 in the team, apart from our right back, but he's on an 85, so that's okay. Now what I need to do is put a bunch of better players onto the bench. Having said that, though, to be fair, what else do we have in here? We have Broadhead here. We have O'Shea here, so we can put him onto the bench as well instead of the goalkeeper. So we have 2 centre-backs, a right-back, a CDM. I probably should be bringing in a centre attack in mid, actually, and possibly an even better winger to be a backup in this team, and maybe even a striker. So that's what I need to look into as we go into the next season. But I am very, very happy with the fact that we've finally pushed into European football and straight into Champions League. Like Gift Orban comes in with 26 goal contributions this season. Hutchinson has 14 and 4. Minte 12 and 5. Yilmaz 11 and 8. Those aren't insane numbers, but at the end of the day, I'll take it. Davis 7 assists. Anderson 7 assists. I like seeing that. I'm very happy with the players that we have right now. And I'm thinking this upcoming transfer window, once we get that right, we can actually make a big step towards the Premier League title. Starting off first with a backup striker. Marquinhos is now joining our team. Former Barcelona, current Chelsea player. Doesn't really get much play time, so let's give it to him here at Ipswich for about, how much? 40 million. Look, Hurst has been a good servant of the team, but this man comes in with an 81 rating, 91 pace, 80 shooting, 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, 6'2" tall, no play styles, however, which is a bit surprising. I heard a lot about this guy back when he was at Barca. Ever since he joined Chelsea, I haven't heard much. Is he getting any playtime? This next guy I've never heard of. This is Liso. Joining our team, I just felt like, you know what? Let's try something new. And hey, there's not many players that I've never heard of, and this is one of them. So 28.5 million for this man to come in at a rating of 79, which is quite decent. Not amazing, but good enough, and probably will grow to at least an 80 by the end of this season. He's still only 23, 6 foot tall, 88 pace, 80 shooting. That looks good to me, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. Now I want to bring in a backup center attacking midfielder. And this one I didn't have in my last video where I had a bunch of 17-year-olds. This is Rodrigo Mora from FC Porto. This guy is an insane talent, lads, and I'm happy to bring him into the team for about 50 million at this stage from Arsenal. That is quite someone that a lot of people should pay attention to. We're going to bring him into that cam position as a backup. And with that, our bench looks much better now. But Mora comes in with 82 pace, 76 shooting, 77 passing, 84 dribbling, no defending at all. But 5'6", so should be an amazing dribbler. And with that being said, now this team needs to go for trophies. I just made a big mistake and simped through the entire season. Right now, let me just go ahead and show you the team. Orban 89, Hutchinson 91, Minte 89, Yilmaz as well. Midfield looks incredible. Defense is amazing. And, man, this is tough to admit. I will have to sim to the end of the season and show you, but let me just go ahead and jump into the squad hub. Here it is. Orban, 37-6. Amazing season. Hutchinson has delivered. Minte has delivered. Yilmaz, not so much compared to Minte, but still, I'm very happy with what happened here. Now let's take a look at the standings. We have won the Premier League title with 86 points, which I was obviously very happy to see. Carabao Cup and all that stuff, I'm actually not too aware. FA Cup, we didn't win. Carabao Cup, we didn't win. We made it to the Champions League final. So technically what I normally do at this stage would have been to jump into the game because I've won the Premier League and I would have played this game. But as it was approaching the Real Madrid game, I basically, instead of pressing stop on here, stop simulating, I pressed a different button and it just went past the game and I lost. So I've lost the opportunity to play against Real Madrid, who we lost 2-1 against. Now, all I want to do is to get back into that Champions League finale, now that we already have the Premier League in the bag. Look, we came in 6th this season. I don't know how this happened. Arsenal wins the title. Leeds United is 2nd. Congrats. That's amazing to see. Community Shield belongs to us. FA Cup belongs to City. Carabao Cup actually is with Ipswich, which is good to see because I believe Ipswich only hold 1 English Cup so far in their history. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Champions League. First in the league phase with only 1 loss. Round the 16 against Shakhtar Donetsk, easy dub. Quarterfinals against PSG, tough victory, 2-1. Semi-finals 2-2 in the second game, but overall 3-2 against Leverkusen, to now face another German side in Borussia Dortmund. That is going to be quite the matchup that finally I'm going to jump into instead of missing it. But the team is going to be even better now, I'm assuming. And here we go. 91, 93, 90, 90. We have Heze 91, Anderson 91, Eluati on the 88. Come on, man. You could have pushed towards the 90. Greaves is on that 90. He has the aerial plus, which I love to see. Esteves in there. Davis on the 90. Whipped passes on it. On him, actually, I should say. And then Petrovic comes in with the 91 with a very decent, solid bench. So, can I go ahead and win against Dortmund to fulfill the dream of winning another trophy for Ipswich in Europe? 40-13 from Orban. That is insane. Hutchinson 26-13, Minte 18-11, Yilmaz with the 9-3. I gotta tell you, I am very happy with the performance of the team, and it took us a couple of years. We got back into the Premier League straight away, but we could not become a big club yet until this moment. Okafor and Schick up top, Brandt, Molero, Nmecha, Kessie, Ryerson, I should say, Schlotterbeck, Bensebaini, Anton, and Ederson in goal. With Bruno G on the bench, there's no way. He definitely plays. Lookman could be playing as well. Sabitzer, Gray is on a red card. That's a good thing for us. Let's jump into the matchup. As we are going into this game, let me tell you, it's rainy. I hate playing in the rain. I should have turned it off. But they also have Mo Salah in their team. What the hell is going on here? Orban, can you immediately go ahead and do something for us? Over to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, 1 tackle. Hutchinson, 2 tackles. Orban is through. Hit it. Ah, saved. It's actually the battle of 2 Nigerian strikers. Lukman is up front for Dortmund. And for us, it is obviously Gift Orban. Orban, can you win that header for me? No, you cannot. He has Schlotterbeck man marking him right now. And that's going to be very hard to get past. Left foot, Hutchinson. Keeps going. Now looks for Orban. It's Schlotterbeck. It always will be freaking Schlotterbeck. Oh, captain, my captain. Yilmaz. Orban. Ooh, he gets taken out. That's not a foul. Are you freaking kidding me, man? That's a good header. Hutchinson. Over to Orban. He finds himself in a bit of space. Hits it. Oh, mate. Gomez. Stop with those incredible saves. Leif Davis pushing on that left-hand side. Goes into Hutchinson. Hutchinson back heel. Yilmaz. Eze. Anderson. I need Anderson to get involved so I can find Gift Orban. But Schlotterbeck takes him out as well. Gift is spending so much time on the floor in this game. Come on, lads. Step up. Step up your game. Larsson. Lukman misses. Thank God. Yilmaz. Down the left, I know exactly what he wants to do. He wants to take on this defender with a heel-to-heel. Whip the cross in. Find Orban. Hit it on the volley. And Gomez again. Come on. Someone stop this man. Who the hell does he think he is? Oh my God, I can't switch players. Bro, whenever that happens, I start panicking. Hutchinson is open. That's what I like to see. Hutchinson into Orban. He might just be through. Gift Orban. Now is your time. Nah, man. You can't be doing that. We're going into extra time, lads. This is not an easy game. Give me that. Yes, Minte. Lovely work. Over into the middle. Into Hutchinson. Now a left-footed pass into Gift Orban. You can't miss again. Nah, man. That's not okay. That is just not okay. He should have at least scored 1 goal by now. You know what? I'm about to do it. I'm bringing on Guiu. I am bringing him on, and I'm bringing on Mora. Let's do this. You know what the mad thing is? Even though Orban has been subbed off in the Champions League finale and possibly has shown one of the worst performances ever, he might still win the Ballon d'Or. It actually goes into penalties, man. Please, just win. I've subbed off my striker, which means he's now not here taking part in the penalty shootout. Efe Akman scores. Guiu subbed on. Guiu scores. Perfect pen. Dortmund with Bruno. Bottom right. Rodrigo Mora. Top left. Golasso. I'm going right. I'm going right, buddy. I'm going right. Elliot Anderson to make us have the advantage. Yes, he does. Lukman. Going left, going right. Left. That's a good pen. Barış Alper Yilmaz. Efe Akman has already scored another Galatasaray talent. I'm going left. Moving into the middle. Going left. No, bro, are you just constantly going to go to the right? Anyways, if I score this, it's done. Yankuba Minte. Oh, no, that's not enough power. But he scores. It's done. We have actually pulled it off. It might have not been the most eventful Champions League final, but we have now lifted multiple trophies here. The Champions League and the Carabao Cup next to each other. But is Gift gonna pick up the Ballon d'Or? Actually, it is Vinny Jr. winning the Ballon d'Or. Gift Orban's performance in the Champions League final has ruined it for him, but he won't mind. He has won the Champions League. Lads, thank you so much for watching Ipswich Town. I am pretty confident that if you don't lose more than just 2 starters, you probably will be back in the Premier League once again the season after. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.